Nikhil's wife, Purvi Anandpara, started her LIC agency 6 years back. So far, she has done MDRT 3 times. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is real family business of the Anandparas. Today, we are calling Nikhil Anandpara for his keynote address. Welcome, Mr. Nikhil. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ganapati, as usual, for a rocking introduction once again from our end. I hope, Nikhil, you are comfortable with that. So, requesting you to kindly take the dice and give your presentation. Thank you so much, Nikhil.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ganpati ji, for a lovely introduction. And thanks, everyone. Good evening to all. I hope you all family members are fine and safe.
Yeah.
And pray to God that everyone remains safe. And starting here with the presentation. So, as Ganpati ji said, I am company chair for LIC. I've never been a regional chair or a zone chair. That's a very big post, but future hoping that I'll be doing some good work and reaching that stage as well. So at present, really happy to serve our company. And today, friends, I'll be sharing my personal experience and a lot many things with you. And at the end, we'll be having a question answer session for some time. Yeah, so I will be sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, very much. Go ahead, please.
So as usual, I would like to, whenever I begin, I would like to thank my dad because of whom I'm here, and our Guru Shri Gopinath ji. Because of him, I have reached many levels, so multiplied my business as well and learned many things. I believe that I survived because of his education as well. And friends, beginning, I would like to start that it all starts with a dream. We are here because it all starts with a dream. So an elephant is not bounded by the chains or by its legs, it can break the chain easily, but it is trained since childhood in such a way that it cannot break the chain, and if you, and whenever the elephant grows big, it always it is tied up with a rope. So whenever it is tied up with a rope, you think that easily in few seconds it can break, So mind is such a very delicate thing. So whenever we use our mind since childhood or since long years in the past, we have molded in that way, but we need to change that, which is very, very important in today's days, And pandemic has taught us many, many things. So we place our limits and imagination with our own beliefs. Starting with today, friends, I would like to give you an example of Oscar Pistorius. Like lot many people know him, whatever has happened in the past, but if you look at the video of the Oscar Pistorius, it's like fantastic. It's like he's been rejected many times. He wanted to be the great runner, and he has been rejected by many of the organizations. But if you see him, he says dreams should always be unrealistic, because realistic people serve the world. Let us see, friends, who is Oscar Pistorius. I would like to share a small video. You might not be able to hear the music or something, but I'll brief you in between. It's worth watching his video.
Nothing's enjoyable if it's something that's easy to achieve. At the end of the day, that just makes victory sweeter. I enjoy challenging the way people think. When they see someone with a disability, they always focus on the disability. That perception is something that I want to kind of alter. It's not about how big the hill is, but how you get around or under it or over it. It's a big difference between being good and being great. I woke up in the morning, Dad said to my brother, you put on your shoes, Oscar, you put on your legs. That's the last we want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Friends, there is no limitation for the mind. You can achieve anything you want. Only thing is you need to think about it. Now, starting with our session today, I would like to give you one example. I was referred by a very HNI client to another HNI client. Now this client
Nikhilji, yours is not working. Nikhilji?
and whenever we always greet people, you know, we shake hands and we do like we greet people. So I greeted him, I met him. Is my voice audible? Hello? Hello?
Nikhilji, it was breaking, but now you can start with the from. That is from the auditor, no? You can start from that. There was a break in between.
Acha, now is it clear? Because I received
Yeah, yeah.
unstable connection, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. Please go
Okay,
ahead.
fine, great. So like as I said that I received a reference from one of my very big client, and as I said that he was not happy with the agent's work, you know. So, but this client who referred me shared me a very good thing that Nikhil, if you convince him, he'll give you a good amount of premium. But as an advisor, you need to prove something very good. What I did was like I took my letterhead, I wrote 3 points on it. The first point which I mentioned, like I hold myself responsible for the outcome of my advice. This was the first point which I mentioned. I'm accountable to my clients and their families. I'm very much responsible. Before I make any suggestions, I will find out present financial conditions thoroughly and what can be done in the future too. So this is what I shared, and at the end, like I gave it this thing in my letterhead, you know. So at the end, friends, believe me, like he was so open up. He gave me a premium of around 30 lakhs. So like we need to be very much creative for convincing our clients, you know. So and this is a fantastic example which I would like to share with you. Going further, some people say that it's a recession, you know, so there is no business or something. I know it's we have to handle our clients, but one thing we have to be sure, me and my father have decided we are not going to participate in recession. So everyone needs to decide we are not going to participate. I know it's a pandemic situation. More than business, we have to handle our clients. All these years, our clients have handled us. Now it's our turn, friends. We need to handle them. Never pressurize for any kind of business. Just handle them. Business will automatically follow. See, every time it's a temporary situation. So I will always say growth is permanent. Growth is always permanent. This kind of situation is always temporary. So we have to follow the growth strategy. So never participate in recession. Adding new clients. This is always I would like to discuss with you that adding new clients is very, very important. You know what happens is like we always move in our small circle. So we have to do multiple activities like seminar selling, taking references, participating in the seminars of doctors, lawyers, and I keep on participating. I keep on getting new clients. You know why? Why adding new client is very important. Like if you work only with your existing client, then you do business at their terms. But if you add new clients, then you business at your terms, which is very important. So you can choose your own prospect. You can decide whom you want to work with, which is very important. So adding new clients, always keep it in mind. Keep on adding new clients. No business meeting. This is also a very important thing. What I used to do before pandemic, you know, pre-pandemic. Sometimes I used to visit my clients. I was not discussing business at all. I just go and meet them casually. I tell them, sir, I've just come casually, nothing else. But if they start talking about business, I discuss with them. But I always go with the intention many a times that, okay, we have done business. Okay, after that, I always, many a times I go for no business meetings. So which is helping me to grow my business like anything. You know, so they always feel that this person is not coming for the business every time. So he's always caring for us. So friends, I would suggest you after post pandemic, try to do a no business meeting. I'll tell you your business will increase. But if client is starting to talk about the business, always you should discuss with them. Couple of years back, I settled a claim worth 5 crores. Now, this was the biggest claim of mine. So after settling the claim, the client was left with two daughters because mother also expired and father also expired. The elder daughter was married and the younger daughter was yet to get married. You know. And the good thing is like younger daughter is getting married this year after a couple of months, And a couple of years back, what happened was like the claim was settled, everything was through. I told this daughter Sneha, her name was Sneha. So I told Sneha that, Sneha, why don't we plan and why don't we follow what your father has done all these years? So she told me that, okay, Nikhil, let's meet for dinner meeting, and my cousin brother will also accompany, and we will discuss it over the dinner table. I said, okay, fine, I'll come for the dinner. So she got around 5 crores and she told me that, Nikhil, good that I don't need to sell my property. I don't need to sell my shares. This liquidity will help us like anything, you know. So I proposed her plans. I gave the mix of the planning. While sitting on the table, I came to know that the cousin who was been invited was a chartered accountant. So he said, Sneha, you don't require insurance. You know, I feel so you should invest this money into equities or some mutual funds, and you should grow your money. You don't waste your money by putting your money into low yielding instruments. I didn't say anything. He went on and on for some time, and Sneha finally decided that, okay, I'll not go for insurance. I will go with my cousin's instructions. So she gave me a chance. She said, Nikhil, would you like to suggest anything? I said, yes, I would like to say something. So I told her that, Sneha, I'm really thankful to your dad that he didn't listen to your cousin brother, because while taking this 5 crore insurance, your cousin brother said it's not worth it. You know? So I'm really thankful to your father who didn't listen to your cousin brother. Otherwise, you would have not got this 5 crores today, which you have it in your bank account as a liquidity. So you should thank your father. And I said, you should follow your father's footsteps and you should take your own decisions. And I just told her one sentence, that's it. And she was so convinced. She said, no, I would like to follow my father. And she followed her father. In fact, she told that chartered accountant that, listen to me, better do something good for your own self as well. You should also buy some policies and better do something good for your family. Every time is not like property or like, let's say stocks. Let me tell you, friends, at this pandemic situation, which property is going to get sold? The rentals are getting reduced. You know, there is one of my client who is a partner into KPMG, and I've got partners in Deloitte who are my clients. They said, we have reduced the rent by half. Some companies are not even going to pay the rent at this time, you know, because they don't have money. The stock prices have fallen. Last month, I settled a maturity claim of my builder client of 1.48 crores. It was a beginning bonus of the Jeevan Tarang. It was a 15th year policy. This was a 15th year. It was a beginning bonus. He got 1.48 crores. You know what he told me, friends? He told me that LIC is the only organization which is paying money. Rest, everybody is demanding money. So at least I'll be able to pull couple of years, you know, from this amount. So friends, let me tell you, insurance is a very, very important product. At this time, many people have realized that. We have settled so many maturity, and I'm proud to say one thing. We got one COVID claim last month. So I was wondering, how should I settle this claim? You know, so I called up my senior divisional manager. I called up my RM marketing sir of my division. I said, sir, how should I settle it? He said, Nikhil, do nothing. Just scan the images and send it to us. Don't need to send the original documents. I did what he followed. Within 2 hours, I managed to send the claim papers to my branch. Claim amount was of 75 lakhs. Friends, on the 48th hour, before 48th hour, I would say precisely, client received 75 lakhs in their account. You know what the widow said? They said, Nikhil, many people are sending me WhatsApp that this amount is pending with your husband, that amount is pending. LIC is the only organization which has paid money. Now, friends, funniest part I'll tell you, you know, sometimes in media, they say surrender this policy, buy term insurance. Now, same thing was followed by his elder brother. His elder brother surrendered the policy. Now, this younger brother had the policy of 25 lakhs. Now, this was 105 plan, triple cover. Now, triple cover don't exist. So, 25 lakhs, he got 75 lakhs. And elder brother, you know, he gave me a call after receiving the money. He said, Nikhil, can I revive my policy? I said, sir, you have already surrendered your policy. You know what he told me? I did the biggest mistake of my life. And I told him, sir, can you describe your incident on the email by writing to me so that I can share with others? He has literally put a mail that surrendering the policy is not a wise thing. All financial planners have disappeared suddenly, who were advising that put all your money into equities, put all your money into mutual funds. They all have disappeared. Nobody's coming right now. Our organization is the only organization who is paying money at this pandemic situation. That too without any original. Till date, friends, let me tell you, till date, I have not submitted those original documents. So this is the best part of our company. Oh, friends, this is my favorite example, which I would like to share with you. One of my client gave me a reference of a super HNI client, So this I've shared with many times. Many of the people know this example as well, but I would like to share it for the people who have not heard me so that it is really useful to them. So I went to this HNI client and I explained him the importance of human life value and everything. So this HNI client told me that why don't you meet my CFO, who is a chartered accountant of our company, and Nikhil discussed everything with him. Now the last policy was taken many years back. Last policy was taken many years back. So I went to this chartered accountant and I was very happy that my HNI client has given me reference, so I might get the same level of premium. So when I went over there, he said, okay, I would like to buy, but meet my CFO, he will finalize everything. So I went to the CFO with understanding that I'll get the check immediately. But that was not the thing, friend. So when I went to him, he opened the Excel sheet in front of me, calculate the IRR, and he sent me back. Again, I approached him, I explained him the human life value and all the calculations in Excel sheet. I was again sent back. So I approached him 6-7 times, but every time I was sent back. So after that, I called up the boss. I took the help of my dad. I told Dad, what's happening? I know that he has a capacity to pay the premiums, but I don't know that why this CFO is coming in between. Dad told me, why don't you directly approach the bosses? They will take the decision. So I directly called up the boss, and the boss told me that, okay, Nikhil, I'll be meeting you. I told him, sir, give me some time. I've explained to your CFO everything, but he doesn't understand the concept of insurance. So, sir, I would like to meet you in person. I met him. He told me that, Nikhil, I'll give you only 10 minutes, but in those 10 minutes, that CFO will also be there because he is a very important key person of our company and will definitely catch up. So I went for the 10 minutes, but I knew one thing in that 10 minutes, that if I discuss about the product, I'll be thrown out. So I have to do a concept selling. So in that 10 minutes, I came to know that CFO was a school friend of this person, and he has been doing job with a very high salary in this company. So I started a routine conversation, sir, that your boss is having Mercedes-Benz, he's having Jaguar. So what do you think about it? What do you think about Mercedes-Benz or Jaguar, He said, are you crazy, Nikhil? I would never buy Mercedes-Benz or Jaguar, So I told him, sir, why don't you buy Mercedes-Benz or Jaguar? He said the average is hardly 4 or 5, So, and when you resell that Mercedes-Benz, you bought it in 60 lakhs, 80 lakhs or 1 crore, you don't even get half the money. So I told the boss, sir, do you agree with him? According to him, you shouldn't buy Mercedes-Benz or X6 or Jaguar. Boss said, who is he to decide? He's no one to decide on my luxuries. So I said, sir, did you consult him before buying? I said, the boss told me, why should I consult him? I said, okay, because he always calculates the IRR. I don't know what average he has calculated for your Mercedes. So I told this CFO that, which is the car you are using? He told me that I'm using Ford Icon. So I told him, why are you using Ford Icon? He said Mercedes-Benz gives around 4 to 5% and Ford Icon is giving around 9 to 11. I said, sir, before your boss took Mercedes and you took Ford Icon, did you calculate the IRR? Did you calculate the returns over here in Excel sheet? So boss told me, what is the meaning of IRR and what is the Excel sheet is he using? I said, sir, whenever I meet him, he is fond of Excel sheet and he always wants that you should go for the return which is higher. Now my product is giving around 4 to 5 and his product is giving 9 to 11. But as you rightly said, decision is made by you. I gave him another example. I said, sir, which is the pen you are using? He told me, Nikhil, I'm using Mont Blanc, and I've seen Mont Blanc purse, Mont Blanc belt. So maybe around, it must be costing around 4 to 5 lakh of rupees. And I saw the chartered accountant putting that Lexi pen from upper pocket to his, at the bottom, in his pants, he put the Lexi pen. I said, sir, you're using a pen worth rupees 10, and your boss is using a pen which is starting from 24,000. So did you took the permission of your CA? Again, did you use the Excel sheet to calculate the IRR? He said, Nikhil, these are all luxury things and the decision is mine. Who is my CFO is no one to decide on my luxuries. I said, sir, I agree with you. And boss told me that, Nikhil, what would you like to say? Can you explain me? I said, sir, when luxuries are being decided by you, insurance is the most important part for your family. To maintain this luxury, you cannot calculate IRR every time in Excel. And when you make the decision for the luxury by your own self, insurance is not a luxury product like your Mercedes Benz or your Mont Blanc. It's an essential product, and the decision should be made by you. Believe me, friends, he told me to wait outside for 15 minutes. I thought whether that CA will throw me out or give me a check. He has no other choice. I waited outside. He told me, Nikhil, what is the presentation you gave? I showed him the policy of 31 crores. And after 15 minutes, I took a check of 1.8 crores. And I qualified for TOT in one case. After that, the funny part begins over here. I wanted to deliver the policy to this person. I sold many policies in that year. I did double TOT. One TOT for myself. I did TOT for my dad. And also I did one COT in my agency. So I did one TOT in my agency. I did one more COT and I did TOT for my dad, in that particular year. So I did many cases. Now the thing was like the policy was to be delivered. Now I called up this boss again that, sir, I want to deliver this policy. He said, Nikhil, I'm traveling overseas and you need to deliver this policy to my CFO. So go and meet my CFO and deliver this policy. I said, sir, this is the biggest policy in my life and I wanted to deliver it personally. But since you're going abroad for a couple of months, I can't keep these bonds with me. So I will deliver it to your CFO, but I'll come back again to see you once you are back to India. He said, okay, Nikhil. The funniest part was like I went to the chartered accountant's, the CFO's cabin, and he was not happy, when I went with the policies. So I told him, sir, no offense, no hard feelings, but I came to you many times, but you were not happy with it. But I've come to deliver the policy. So he said, okay, Nikhil, I'll take the policy. I told him, sir, whatever you said, you were right in your own way, but I'm also right in my own way. And I feel that you should also have your own policy. So he told me that, Nikhil, okay, I would like to buy a policy, but my wife is a LIC agent. I said, sir, very good. Then you must be holding many policies. So he told me that, yeah, I hold many policies, but I would like to buy in my wife's agency only. I said, okay, sir, you should buy with your wife's agency. I hope that your wife is aware about settling the claim. So he told me, yeah, claim is the easy part. It's nothing wrong, So claim is easy. I said, okay, sir, can you tell me how many types of claim form are available? Can you call your wife and ask? Well, the claim form, there must be hardly any one claim form. So I said, no, sir, there are different types of claim forms. Can you ask your wife? So there are early claims. If there is any claim below 3 years, that is called an early claim. There are forms to be filled by the doctors. So do you know how many types of claim forms? So he called his wife. His wife was completely blank. She didn't know anything about the claims. She didn't know where the forms are available. She didn't know the process. Like many things, I would like to cut it to short. At the end, I told him, sir, congratulations, your claim is settled. I said, you require a professional. You can't do everything on your own. Suppose if you're having a headache, you can at the most go to the medical store and buy Crocin or any other medicine, But if you have some major problem, you need to approach a professional. And for that, you need to pay to that professional. Same thing, I'm there for your family. If the claim is not settled properly, sir, it's of no use paying the premiums. Believe me, friends, he gave me a 1 crore traditional plan. He was only talking about term insurance, but he gave me 1 crore traditional plan along with the mix. I gave him a term insurance as well. Now he's my very good client. So I didn't laminated the policy of 31 crores, but I did laminate the policy of 1 crore, for my records, that this is my biggest achievement of my life. And this chartered accountant, believe me, he has given me so many references that he's happy with our services. So going further, so I always tell my clients, premium is not the problem. In fact, premium is the solution of the problem. Always use this kind of words. This one phrase makes a lot of difference. Life insurance is an expression of honesty. So if you're honest with your family, it is expressing my honesty that I love my family. This is a very, very important thing, friends, which I used to regularly follow it, which I'm following it still. There are 3 referability habits. Why would people refer us? Why would people refer us? There are 3 most important things that people are referring to us. Number 1, always and always be on time. Friends, going on time, I'm telling you, almost 50 to 70% sold. Let me tell you, you are 50 to 70% sold by being on time. Whenever my clients are introducing me to other people, to my other clients, what they say? That whenever you call him, just see that you are also available at that time, because this boy is always coming on time. So see that you are there. This is my introduction which goes to the client. Second most important thing, do what you say you would do. So, which is a very important, suppose, let's say if your client is coming and telling you that he would like to go for a loan, or he would like to assign his policy or any kind of services. So I always tell my clients it will take me 15 days and I get the work done in 10th or 11th day. So I always do what I say, which is a very important part of the thing. They respect you when you do it on time. Most important is finish what you start. Let me tell you, if you have taken a goal of MDRT, double MDRT, COT, or let's say TOT, finish what you start. You complete the goals. If these 3 things you follow, I'm telling you, people will refer you. You will get a call from your clients that, okay, meet my 2 friends, meet my 4 friends, meet my relatives, So these are the powerful habits of referability. Most important thing, there are 3 doors in a person's life. The 3 doors, I would say, leave the home as early as possible. After the pandemic, post-pandemic I'm talking about. So leave the home as early as possible. Office, avoid it as much as possible. And customers, friends, make a tent and stay there, because we are always making money where our customers is. What we are doing, the biggest mistake is, like, we are participating into non-revenue generating things. Like feeding data or filling up the proposal form. Like, my proposal form is filled by my staff, by my team members. I always have a view on it. I always have an eye on it. I never ignore it, but it is done by my team members. I'm always in front of the clients where I generate the revenues. My forte is being in front of the clients. Friends, one more thing, which is the most important, recently, like, I was being referred to a doctor who was not giving me appointment, so I met him many times. He told me that, Nikhil, once you meet me, I'll give you many references. So what happened was, I used to sit over there for 2 to 3 hours, but there were so many patients that I couldn't meet him, So when it was like 3rd or 4th day, I wrote a small chit and I sent it along with his secretary. I told him, Dr. Rajan, doctors community are so engaged in the welfare of their patients that they often neglect their health and wealth. Some of them earn well, but they are not wealthy still. For the benefit of these sincere souls, will you please refer me to 2 good doctors that they can benefit from my honest and sincere advice? I will be ever grateful to you for this introduction. So friends, where I sent this letter to my doctor, like, I was sitting outside, I told the sister that you take this letter inside, and let the doctor tell me to wait, or I can just go. Believe me, friends, this letter came back to me. I said, why did you bring this letter? Sister told me that you turn around the letter. I turned it around. I had around 11 doctors' name behind this letter. Friends, in that particular year, I could generate around 42 lakhs premium from those 11 doctors. So do something creative with your own thing, So I'm telling you, there is business and business, more business. Only thing is, you need to use your own creativity. Most important thing, priority list. Sometimes what happens is, the clients are confused, like what are their goals and why are they taking insurance, why are they doing the investments, they're not aware about it many a times. So to help them decide, I've prepared this priority list. Friends, believe me, prepare this priority list. There is a magic in this list. So this list is prepared in such a way wherein the answer is always, it is no. So let me tell you the first point: ensure child's education. The second column is it a low priority, is it a medium priority, or is it a high priority? If it's a high priority, have you adequately met, yes or no? So education will always come into high priority. And it has been always the answer is no over here. Second, overseas education of the children. Now this is an optional thing. It may be a low, it may be a medium, or for some HNI clients it may be high priority as well. So over here also answer is always no. Now look at the questions. Self-reliant retired life. Self-reliant retired life. Now what does this mean? I'm not dependent on my children for my own retirement expenses. So I should have a sufficient money that if I want, I can always give it to my children. I can pass on the legacy. So is it a high priority or a low priority? So that all will always come into high. Believe me, friends, after second or third question, the pen will not be able to go on the fourth question. Next thing, to the youngsters, they are very much fond of early retirement. They don't want to wait till 60. They want to retire at the age of 45, 50 or 55. Protect family in case of death. Again, a high priority. Ensure income even when fallen sick or after accident. This also comes under high priority. Housing needs. People always have their own dreams. Believe me, I go with this priority list. I tell my client that you fill it in front of me. After second question, he's not able to write, you know. So this is the opening, whenever you go to a client, this is like you are suggesting him you need to do so much of planning. So sometimes what we do is like we always go and client will always give us a budget like, okay, I want to pay 1 lakh rupees premium, I want to pay 5 lakh rupees premium or 10 lakhs, but they don't know for what they are paying. So if you go with this, with one of my client who told me that Nikhil, I would like to pay a 5 lakh rupee premium, my budget is 5 lakhs. So he was ready with his budget, he was clear in his mind. What I did was like I told him, sir, have you planned for everything for this? He said no. I said, let us remove the present value, let us remove the future value. I calculated in Excel. So according to me, he had to pay 25 lakh rupees premium. Now I knew he's a HNI client. He can afford 50 lakh premium as well. But I told him, according to the planning, what you require, you need to pay 25 lakhs. In 5 lakhs, it will not suffice. Friends, after showing him, he paid me a premium of around 26 to 27 lakhs. So it is on us, like how you present to your client. So this kind of list should be shown to the client. It's a priority list. Here the topic is really good. Plain vanilla never tasted so good. Friends, many of you must have heard about the elevator speech, which is very, very important. So if people ask me in the lift, like what you do. So I always say, I help people to set up a saving plan that will provide significant additional wealth for them at a retirement tax-free. Now, this is a very eye-catching statement. So they will always say, okay, how can you do retirement tax-free? So I said, okay, let us meet, let us sit together and we can figure it out. We can also use that I'm in a net worth business. I show my clients how to increase, preserve, and protect their net worth. This is how you should introduce yourself. This is called the elevator speech. Last one, this is just a sample which I'm showing you. You can create your own things as well. Like, I help my clients buy life insurance that fits their goals and objectives in what has come to a confusing and complex marketplace. This is how I introduce myself every different times. So people are like very much like they are okay. Oh, that's a very interesting. Why don't you show me such kind of solutions? So I said, okay, sir, let us meet and I'll show you the solutions. This is the way you should introduce yourself. So friends, mediocre will always struggle and masters will enjoy. India is ready. Are you ready? So don't be a mediocre, be a master of yourself. A very interesting thing and a very important thing, one should always read the biographies and associate with great people. I'm always fond of reading the biographies. I read how did they face the failures, what did they do to overcome the failures, how did they become successful. So studying the struggling part of the story of a successful people is the most important thing. You really get motivated. So believe in great dreams in your life. You know, a poor insurance agent became number one agent in the world. Friends, you know this. I'll name this person, and it's unfortunate that he passed last year at the age of 90 plus, and he's a world's number one agent. He has done 14 times COT, 40 times TOT, and is 91 years old. You know, this is like he expired at the age of 92. You know, and his name is Mehdi Fakarzada. Friends, I was fortunate to see him, you know, in many of the meetings, you know, at the MDRT meeting as well. Now, if I share his story with you, he has a very, very interesting story. You know, like he was doing an ironing job. He used to iron the clothes and everything. So once he wanted to do something, and his wife was expecting, and a lot many stuff, you know. So when he was walking around, he happened to go to an insurance company wherein he met his development officer. So he said, okay, I would like to sell insurance. So why don't you teach me how to sell insurance? You know, so what his development officer said, he said, why don't you go and learn English? First, you learn English, how to speak English in America, because in America, you need to have a fluent English. So he said, okay, I will learn English. So after a few months, he went over there. He started speaking English. He made efforts to learn English, and he went to the development officer. He said, okay, I would like to take an agency. So development officer said, okay, I will give you agency. But Mehdi said one thing, you know, he said, I want to earn money. I will work very hard. But sir, I want one promise. He said, okay, you tell me what promise you want. His development officer asked. He said, my wife is expecting. I am having some need for money. So sir, can I get some guaranteed income, you know, wherein I can make money, I can give a good lifestyle to my wife and the upcoming child. He development officer told him one thing: you go and canvass the policies. You meet at least 50 people, you know, on the street. If any one of them, say yes, I will not give you the money. So what his development officer promised that, okay, if anybody says yes, I will not give you money. But if every people is saying no on that particular day, I'll give you $50. $50 a day if everybody has said no. So he said, okay, for listening no, if I get $50 a day, that's a very interesting thing. It's a very nice job. So he went on the street. He started asking people, sir, would you like to have insurance? People said no. Second person he met, sir, would you like to have insurance? He said no. He met such 50 such people on the street, you know, but every time one person used to say yes. Till date, in his career of more than 50 or 60 years, till date, he has never taken that $50 from the development officer. And look, friends, at what stage he has reached. And reaching this stage, he's such a humble person, you know. I met him couple of times. I got an opportunity to sit with him at the Bangalore airport as well. And he shared like anything, you know, such a humble person. He has got two books, Nothing is Impossible and Everything is Possible. It's worth reading. It's worth reading his lifestyle. I've made the story very short, but it's worth reading. He has given examples on how he has faced rejections in his life, you know, and till his last breath, we have to learn from him. Till his last breath, he sold insurance. So passionate he was. He had got branches in each and every city and every state. I'm fond of reading, friends. I'll share some of the names of the books like which I always read, you know, Insurance Stories Ever Told. Now, in this book, there are short stories of successful advisors. Maybe there are around 15 to 25 agents who have been interviewed, who have been told that what are the challenges they faced, from where they are coming from, how did they overcome the struggle. Beautiful book, you know. Nothing is Impossible, as I said, by Mehdi Fakarzada. Success Principle by Jack Canfield. Now, Jack Canfield is also a very great author. His book is like a Bible, you know. Many successful examples are given. The struggling examples have been shared inside. Another example I would like to share, like I had been to Anaheim's, and there was a many years back there was a meeting at Anaheim's at Los Angeles, and Anaheim's is a birthplace of Disney World. So when I was standing in the queue, there was a big queue for going inside the Disney World. So when I was standing beside the queue, there were many stalls and many stands, you know. So there was one book which I picked up, Be Our Guest, Performing the Art of Customer Service. Now this book is written by Walt Disney. In this book, a very beautiful example has been given that how Walt Disney was formed, you know, how many times he has failed. So when Walt Disney had
Mr. Nikhil, your audio has got muted. Mr. Nikhil, Mr. Nikhil,
Hello?
you have to unmute. Yeah, you can. You have to unmute. Yeah.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Is it audible now?
Yeah. Very much. Please.
Okay, so I'll begin. I don't know where it was last which
No,
I ended,
actually,
you know.
you just said the Walt Disney you have written, no? That's our, you're talking about the customer service support from the Walt Disney. So you can continue from that, please.
Fine. Okay, good. So I happened to stand in the queue, as I said, and I was reading this little book. It was a very thin book, you know. So when I was reading this book, the example goes in such a way that he has been rejected by 300 banks for this project of this Disney World. At the end, he approached his brother Rob, you know. So his brother Rob said that I will not help you out in this project because nobody has done in the past. You will fail. You will not get successful. So he was rejected many a times, you know. So even banks rejected him. At the end, he had put his home on collateral. He took all the possible loans from wherever he could. At the end, he was stuck up with a very small amount, very small amount. So he came home. He was like thinking what to do. I'm just stuck up with a small amount. Nobody's lending me the money. He suddenly happened to look at his cupboard, you know. So when he looked at his cupboard, he opened the cupboard. He was thinking that if I can find something to again put it as a collateral. So he found out some few policies. So he took out those policies from his cupboard and he went to the bank. He said, can I put this money on, can I put this policies on collateral? At the end, he got the loan and he could fulfill his dream of forming this Disney World, you know. What he'd written in this book, friends will be surprised, that he said that I'm really thankful to my agent who sold me these policies. Because of my agent and because of these insurance policies, this Walt Disney exists. Otherwise, Walt Disney wouldn't have got exist, you know. Such a beautiful example. So share this example with your clients that you're not beyond Walt Disney. When Walt Disney had insurance policies, when insurance policies could help him at such a great extent, you know, so insurance policy is such an important thing. With the help of the insurance policies, the Disney World is formed. So such a beautiful book, you know. So I always share it with my clients, and the clients always feel that when Walt Disney requires an insurance policy, why don't we? So amazing example, you know. Going further. So here comes a very important thing. I would not like to bore you by giving you examples all on insurance. So let us go out of our industry and give you some examples. So here there are 4 levels to operate. So don't get confused by the topics, and I'll explain you in detail. So there is, like, let's say it's a commodity, unique product, then exceptional services and unique experience. I'll explain you what are these 4 things, you know, 4 levels to operate. So to explain this, let me give you one example of a coffee bean. Everybody is aware about the coffee beans, right? So if you take a gunny bag and if you put a 1 kg or 10 kg of coffee, how much would it cost? You know, like 1000 grams, how much would it cost? It's hardly 40 rupees. But friends, if I process this coffee beans in a sophisticated machine and if I give a very decent packaging and give it as a name called Nescafe, what will happen? The price has changed. Now, if you look at the price, now 100 grams is costing you 220 rupees. Now, what is the added value over here? I've processed this coffee. I've given a beautiful packaging, the presentation I've given. Now the price has changed, but the product is the same. Product is what? Coffee. Now I'll be giving you example for the product coffee. So taking this example further, let me say if you have gone to a Udupi hotel, what will happen? A waiter comes, he will on the fan, he will give you the menu card, he will serve you the coffee. Now, what is the cost of this coffee? You know, he will charge you 40 rupees, 50 rupees, and top of it, you will give him 10 rupee or 20 rupee as a tip. So what is the content of that coffee, you know, in that mug, that whatever cup he has served? It's hardly 7 grams. It's hardly 7 grams. Now 7-gram coffee is costing you 40 to 50 rupees. Product is what? Coffee. What is the added value? You went to the UDP hotel and then he served you. Taking this example a little further, let's say we have gone to a cafe coffee day or a barista, the girls and boys are standing in the queue, and like the girls and boys are like standing in the queue and they are welcoming you. They are wearing a black color pant and orange color shirt. They're speaking in English, and the aroma of the coffee in this place is exceptional. Now what happens over here is like you will stand in the queue to have a coffee. You will stand in the queue to have a coffee. So when you stand in the queue, if you look at the menu card, what will happen is like, cafe latte, cappuccino, all those sophisticated names are given over there. Now, when you stand in the queue, they will serve you like there's a self-service over there. You catch a table and sit over there. So how much you're paying for this coffee? You're paying around 200, 250 rupees. You will never tell a manager, okay, that you are looting us. You are taking extra money. The coffee is only 7 grams. Here you are going for experience, for the taste. Product is what? Coffee. And you're paying more for it. How much more? You know about it. Taking this example a little further, it becomes more dangerous when I take this example a little further. So taking this example a little further, now barista presentation, you know it very well, So let's say you happen to go to a Taj or let's say Leela at your place or something, So what happens over here? Like a person comes with a tray. The ambience is beautiful. What do you think, that Taj or any Leela hotel is selling you coffee? No, it is calling you for experience. Come at our place and have an experience with us. So when you go, the presentation is different. What will happen? That person will come with a tray. Now, what is the serving style for serving this kind of coffee? When you go to 7-star hotels, they will serve you coffee separately, hot water separately, milk separately, sugar is served separately. What will happen? You will mix all these things. You will stir it and stir it. After at the end, you will feel like, oh, I'm getting bored. Let me have this coffee. Now, how much you're paying for this coffee? Friends, almost around 300, 400, 500, depending upon the place. And when you come out of this place, what we do is we proudly call up our friends, I went to Taj, I went to Leela to have coffee, So friends, Taj and Leela is not selling coffee. They are selling you experience. But if you taste the coffee or at Taj or at Leela, it doesn't taste so good. Let me tell you frankly, it doesn't taste so good. Coffee at UDP Hotel is fantastic, but we are willing to pay the price for that coffee, So what I would like to share a message with you. What is a message which I want to give you? We give same kind of services to our clients. We don't bifurcate. He's a HNI client or he's a secretary of a HNI client or whatever the client is, So whenever you go to even to a flight, you pay separately for the first class. In economy class, there is always a fight, I got this ticket 300 rupees cheaper or 500 rupees cheaper. So here is like we need to bifurcate our clients, So what we had decided earlier, many years back, I would say, I would always give leather wallets to my clients, the people who insured for 50 lakhs. Now, since past so many years, we have made this criteria to 1 crore. Now, what happened? There were two brothers. One brother I sold 1.5 crore policy. Other brother was very sticky, he took only 50 lakhs policy. So while delivering the policy, I told my staff, to the younger brother who has taken a 50 lakh policy, will deliver him a plastic folder, which was a cheap folder, To the other brother, you will deliver a sophisticated leather folder. And both the folders should go together. I instructed my staff, both the folders should go together. I knew that in the evening, the younger brother will call me up and he will scold me. So I was waiting for his phone to come. And actually he called up. I thought he will call me in the evening, but he called up immediately as he received the policy, which I didn't expect. He said, you are doing injustice with our family. I said, sir, how come I'm doing injustice with your family? Can you describe? He said, to my elder brother, you are sending a leather wallet. To me, you are sending this cheap plastic wallet. What do you think of yourself? I said, sir, I suppose you always travel in a first class, right? You and your brother. He said, yes. I said, sir, when you travel in a first class, you have always paid a price of the first class. But when you travel in economic class, you pay a price of the economic class. But at the price of economic class, you can't get first class. You can't be upgraded. You have to pay the price of first class. Do you agree? He said, yes, I agree. I said, sir, it's our company policy. Whoever is buying insurance for 1 crore or 1 crore plus, will delivering them leather wallet. Below 1 crore, it's a plastic folder. So that's why plastic folder is given to you. Sorry, sir, it's a company policy. I can't give you leather wallet. He said, Nikhil, what is the difference of the insurance which I need to take for to get this leather wallet? I told him, sir, 50 lakhs. He said, okay, buy this 50 lakhs policy, collect the check right away, deliver the policy to me in a leather wallet. You know, friends, there should be difference in delivering the policy. So this is what the difference is. I'm just cutting the story short. I can share many things, but we are short of time. So this is how we have to work. We have to differentiate within ourselves the standard of services. The standard of services cannot be same with the Udupi hotel, with Barista, or with the Taj hotel. The standard of services has to increase. This is a message which I wanted to convey to you. Friends, there is never an easy way to the top. We always have to struggle, whether it may be a small case or a big case. It is never easy. You know, whenever I qualify for COTs or TOTs, like what happens is, like, you know, always people clap. They say you are lucky. I said nobody's lucky. You have to always struggle. People never see the struggle, but I would always say to you, friends, keep your eyes open. Always look what struggle he has faced. Whenever you ask a question, always ask what difficulties you have faced in this sales. Never ask that, okay, good, you have got a check of big amount, but what difficulties you faced during this sales, which is very, very important. Our life is our choice. Take 100% responsibility of your life. Friends, we are responsible for ourselves. Nobody else is responsible. We have to take 100% responsibility of our life. Gopinath sir always says, you know, you should always take 100% responsibility of your life. If you want to qualify for TOT, we are responsible. If you have not qualified for TOT, we are responsible for ourselves. You know, friends. So I wish you all the best and thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so patient. I hope this presentation will be of help to you. Please use it in this pandemic situation. And believe me, friends, again, one more message to you. Don't pressurize yourself for doing any kind of sales. Don't end up in doing wrong sales. You have to handhold your clients in this pandemic situation. They have handholded you over the years. It is our turn to reciprocate. And always have a gratitude. I always thank God, you know, thank you, God, for giving me this life. Thank you for protecting me. Always be thankful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely,
Super,
lovely
sir.
presentation. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much,
Thank you.
Nikhil ji. Ultimate, awesome, extraordinary. So I don't.
Thank you, sir.
It's extraordinary presentation. Lovely to the core. It's a simple and a superb presentation, Nikhil ji. Special
Thank you.
thanks to you for giving us, enlightening us on all things. Especially one word, no. You start, no, you have to finish. So that is a very important point parameter. Before moving on to the question answer session, I would like to request you a small point which you have communicated in Thailand, last convention. I think, hope you know, I would like to recap the point. If you could able to explain us, it will be, I think most of them will be get benefited. You said
Sure,
you remember you have written one thing. Nikhil, you tell me what I will get when I buy insurance. You said something you will get a peace of mind. I think if I'm correct, if I'm not, if
correct,
I'm trying to
correct.
recap it, can you explain that so that it will be
Sure, sure.
one more extraordinary tip to our agent
Sure,
friends,
I
please.
can share that slide as well. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'll just share that slide. Just a second.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll give some announcement to my people.
Sure, please.
Friends, my request, I have opened the chat box to all of you, especially. So those who would like to be, now we are moving on to the Q&A session for another half an hour. I request all of you to kindly raise your hands in the participant list, because whoever raised, we will be working on it and we will be giving them a stance. So we will request you to kindly make sure to raise the hands only on the participants window. So who would we will give a chance to maximum to our level best. And I request those who want to switch on, I think most of them want to switch on the video, you can switch it on because the presentation is over now. Before moving on to that, I would like to hand over mic to our president, Mr. Saravanan. Saravanan, I think
yes. Thank you.
ನೀವು ವಿಜಯ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕೊಂಚம் Q&A handle பண்ண as a request.
Yes.
Over to you,
Thank you,
Saravanan.
Mr. Nikhil. Thank you, Mr. Nikhil. From the
Thank you.
bottom of your heart, sold your experience, everything. Thank you very much. Actually,
Sarana,
lot of legends.
Sarana, sorry for one நிமிஷம். Sorry, Sarana. I think he will be explaining ஒரே ஒரு சின்ன கான்செப்ட் மட்டும் he will be explaining.
Yes.
After that we can move on to the Q&A session, please.
Okay.
Vijay madam, நீங்க participants unmute பண்ற இத பாத்துக்கோங்க madam, please.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So as shared, I would like to discuss what I had shared in Thailand. So one of my client told me that explain me insurance in very short. I'm not able to understand what is the benefit of insurance. So I told him I'll explain you in one page what is the benefit of insurance. So what I did was like I prepared the 4 columns over here. I gave it a heading like to, give, name, and get. So I explained him in a very simple way. A child goes to the school. What do you give? Is money. What do you name it as? Fees. Just a second. Yeah, what do you name it as? Fees. And what do you get is a bright future for the child. Same way, a person goes to the hospital, he pays money, we name it as charges. And what do you get is a relief. Again, a person goes to the government, again he pays money, we name it as taxes. And what do you get is an infrastructure, right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, very much.
Great. A person goes to a landlord, again he pays money. What we name it as a rent, and what do you get is a residence. Friends, this I explained him on the chart. I told him, sir, you buy life insurance, we pay money. What do you name it as? We name it as a premium. And what do you get? What do we get is all of the above, which is a very, very important thing. You know why all of the above? If I have insurance, I can give a bright future to my child. If I have insurance, I can get best of the treatments from the hospital. If I have insurance, I can maintain my existing lifestyle, right? If I have insurance, I can get all of the above and many more things, So friends, taking insurance is a very, very important part. So you can use many such tools, many such tools. I always like to be creative, and people are happy, when you explain the mathematical things, they are always getting confused. So we have to go with a lovely concept which will attract them, everybody, So one of my friend, when I was explaining insurance, his neighbor came in. So I kept explaining on the chart. So he said, this is a very interesting thing. So he called other neighbors as well. So that's a beautiful way of creating references by doing a concept selling. So always I would request everybody to do a concept selling. People will never speak about premium or sum assured in concept selling. So if you want to have a big number of premium, do concept selling.
Superb. Thank you so much. Nikhil ji, extremely thank you so much. Before moving on to the question and answer session, we a small request from all the people, most of the people in a chat box to me on a private note. They want, if possible, if you could be able to share the PPT, I think maybe they may be useful to you. Will that be okay to you if it's possible?
Yeah, I'll be sharing the slides to you in a PDF format. Okay. By tomorrow morning, we'll get everything.
Yeah. Friends, a small announcement here. Let me underline. Please make a note of it with your pen and paper. We will send you the PPT of Mr. Nikhil Anandpara to the people who are requesting only in mail. Our mail ID is lugichennai@gmail.com. Let me repeat. Lugichennai, LUGICHENNAI @gmail.com. So I request whoever wants the presentation, if you could send me that mail request, we will definitely share it once it has been shared upon. Thank you to all the participants. Over to you, Mr. Sarvana.
Thank you, Vidi. Thank you, Mr. Nikhil. Really amazing. Wonderful presentation you have given. Actually, a lot of giants from North, Mr. Milind Mane, Arvind Irlekar, are entered. Really, thank you, Milind Mane sir.
Yeah, Mr. Milind Mane, a very good evening to you. And you are our role models, I would say. Mr. Arvind Irlekar, I'm seeing him since my childhood. And Mr. Milind Mane is an inspiration to the whole country, I would say. Yes. Really great.
Arvind Irlekar, admit pandu start question Q&A avarkitta aarambichira Sarvana, please.
Okay. So, okay, I will start the question and answer session from the Arvind Irlekar.
Thank you, Lugi, for doing wonderful job. In fact, there are so many requests coming. Mr. Sarvanam, that I spoke to you this morning.
Yeah.
There are many requests from Mumbai that they would like to join Lugi. Question to Nikhil. Nikhil might feel that Arvind jhad pe chada raha hai. Aisa kuch nahi hai. I've been listening to you all this while, all these sessions, not just this. And every time I get some point or the other. Today, the point which I got was the leather jacket and plastic file. All these days, I used to feel that I cannot do that discrimination. If I'm sending chocolates to a brother, the other brother who is staying elsewhere, how can I not send chocolates to him on his birthday? Otherwise, he'll feel bad. And even if the premium was small, I used to send him chocolates also, just to keep that peace of mind or whatever. But now that you gave that example of business class and ordinary class, what is that? Economy class. That was a wonderful example. And particularly to make them take action. Thank you so much, Nikhil. How did you get this point? Are you using this point right from the beginning? Or what happened? That's my question. Where did you change your stance? I would like to know that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Arvind Bhai. Thanks for the question. Yeah, this point I learned from MDRT. And there was one session at the focus session, even this point was discussed at the main platform as well. So even like you, I had a question in my mind, if there are two brothers, how can we do this discrepancy, you know? But he said very bluntly that you need to take these steps, you know, to make them realize. It's not that you are doing something bad to them, or nor we are spoiling anything with them, you know. But this differentiation is always to be there. You know, like I use different stationery while presenting them. I use low quality stationery while if the amount is little smaller. So this is always gonna be there. Arvinda, if you go to any places, you know, you have to pay the price. Like if you go to a PVR mall in Mumbai, or if you go to a ordinary cinema hall, the tickets are also like price will change. You will not get a PVR mall ka ticket or a recliner seat into a normal seat ka price, you know. So you have to discriminate that. Otherwise, everyone will go for that. So this idea, frankly, I got from MDRT, and I've been using it since last so many years. And now people are used to it. People are used to it that, okay, if this is the quality, okay, then we have to obey this.
Thank you, Nikhil ji. Friends, a small announcement. Let me underline. I think most of the people are sending. I'm requesting to send a request mail to lugichennai.com. Please do not type in your mail ID in chat box. My request. Please do not type your mail ID in chat box. We cannot send mail to people who have typed in chat box. We want you to send a request mail at lugichennai@gmail.com. Those whoever sending the mail request will be given the PPT. Let me underline. Please do not send any mail ID in your chat box, which we cannot able to send. Those who want the PPT, please send a request mail to lugichennai@gmail.com. Over to you, Saravana. Thank you so much.
Madam, Vijayalakshmi, madam, next.
Mr.
Vijay.
Solunga, madam, solunga. Mr. Vijay Kuchar, please, you can unmute, sir. Mr. Vijay Kuchar, yeah. So Vijay, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Mr. Vijay, you can go ahead with that, please. Mr. Vijay, sir, we are running short of time. Almost more number of participants have raised their hand.
Yeah. Where is he, Vijay? We'll
Vijay
move next one person.
Next one, sir.
Vaidi, Mr. MD Dharmendra Kumar. Mr. Dharmendra Kumar.
Sir, I'm from Chennai, sir.
Yeah, you can speak, sir.
Tell me, sir. I'm nice to see I have that meeting with you, sir. Thanks, sir.
Any questions, sir?
No, nothing questions. Please join me for a year after for all the meetings, okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I'm from Ambuttur branch, 71G, sir.
Okay, no problem, sir. Next one. Mr. Shivagami.
Sir, actually, sir, good evening. It was a wonderful session. I just want the name of the 3 books, sir. Some of the books he informed. I just want the name of the books, please.
Sure. I will definitely give you the names of the books, and just a minute.
Okay, yeah. And Mr. Nikhil, thank you for your wonderful sessions.
Yeah, it is my pleasure, madam. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
Yes, sir, sure. Thank you.
I'll just give you the name of those 3 books again. Just a minute.
Friends, in the meantime, I request, see, phone name irundadana dayavseythu you can rename. We cannot give the question answer session to people who have been given in the phone name. Unless and until you rename yourself, you will not be able to give you a chance. My humble request, please. Sarvana, please add it to that
Yes.
one, Sarvana, please.
Can you?
Yeah, see, I'll give you
Sir,
the,
what is
Razak?
the book name, sir?
yeah, book name is Insurance Stories Ever Told by MDRT. Insurance Stories Ever Told. So there are beautiful stories inside of the
Insurance
advice published to a very top level, and all their beautiful stories are mentioned inside. Second is Nothing is Impossible by Mehdi Fakhrizadeh. Nothing is impossible and everything is possible. He's having these 2 books. And the last one is Success Principle by Jack Canfield.
Right. Okay.
I'm the biggest fan of Jack Canfield, so I read all his motivational books, his videos. So the success principle is don't go on the size of the book, go on the examples. If you read it every day, you will really feel motivated.
Okay.
Can you please
Madam-
repeat it, sir?
Yeah, I'll
Please.
repeat it again. It is Insurance Stories Ever Told.
Insurance stories ever told. Okay.
Yeah, it's available at MDRT store. Then
Okay.
another one is Nothing is Impossible
Nothing is impossible.
by
By
Mehdi
Mr.
Fakhrizadeh.
Okay.
Then his next book is Everything is Possible.
Okay.
Yeah. And the last book is The Success Principle by Jack Canfield.
Success principle.
Yeah, Success Principle. Even I feel there is one more book. It's a very old book, but still it's a golden book, I would say. The Magic of Thinking Big by Dr. David Schwartz. You know, a fantastic book, Magic of Thinking Big. I would recommend everyone to read it. It's a marvelous book.
Okay, so we can get these books in all the stores, no?
Yeah, you can get this book. Only the MDRT books will be available from the MDRT's website, mdrt.org.
Okay. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
I'm not marketing
Okay.
anybody, but it is what
The
I have
success
benefited
principle written.
by Jack
No,
Canfield.
just we want to know.
Yeah, it is by Jack
Success
Canfield.
principle written by, please.
Jack Canfield.
We will move on
Jack.
to next
Okay,
question.
sir.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
madam.
Thank you,
sir.
thank you,
Madam
thank
Vijayalakshmi,
you, thank you,
madam.
sir.
Sir,
Vijayalakshmi, madam.
Razak, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rashad.
Razak.
Mr. Rashad, you can ask.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, he's there, madam. Mr.
Razak.
Razak, you can go ahead. Please go ahead. Okay, I think please move on to the next one. My humble request,
Lakshmi.
Sarvan. Yeah, good, super, madam. Madam Lakshmi,
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi Dar, Madam Lakshmi Dar. You can unmute now. You can speak, Mr. Lakshmi there. Are you there? I think she is okay. Move on, Madam Lakshmi there, because we are running short of time. Anyway, no problem, Madam. Next is Madam. Please, Madam.
Okay, sir. Ashish.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
to you.
Good evening, sir.
It was an amazing flight for us. Thank you so much. I have only 2 questions. What is your strategy for pre-COVID and post-COVID? Number 1. And what concept you using for normal customers, mid customers, and HNI customers? In short, thank you so much.
Can you come back again, please? I lost your voice.
Okay. I have 2 questions only. What is your strategy for pre-COVID and post-COVID? Number 1. And second one is what concept you are using for a normal customer, mid type customers, and HNI customers. These are the 2 questions.
See, pre-COVID is already gone. So all the strategies I used pre-COVID. Now post-COVID, see, let me tell you one thing. Our business is never online. Let me tell you, we should take Zoom calls and everything, but the main touch for doing business is in personal meetings. So don't make it permanent that post-COVID we will use only the Zoom meeting. Sitting at home will get all the businesses. That is not so. Zoom call or any call is a temporary thing. You know, today we are attending a Lugi meeting, but let me tell you one thing: the personal attendance, what you make in the meeting, the personal touch, what you get with your friends, is something different. So post-COVID, we have to meet people when everything is over, when there are vaccines coming up, and when we lead a normal life. So we have to meet people to people. and there is no such strategy. Be on your own self. Discuss. Don't be very commercial. Like, discuss very friendly with your clients, whether it may be a middle class or a high net worth individual. To a high net worth individual, I always ask what are their hobbies. So one client told me I would like to race. So he was having a Porsche car. So he had shown me his Porsche car. To a middle class person, his ambition is to go from 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom to 2 bedroom to 3 bedroom. And they would like to have good education for their child. So there is no such strategy, or there is no such I would say we have prepared any DVD for or a CD for that. For this client I'll use this words, for this particular client I'll be using this strategy. So be on your own, be a natural person, I would say. Don't prepare any strategy as if you are going for a normal meeting. So there is some disturbance coming.
One minute, Nikhil. Let me unmute all the people.
No.
What?
Milil Mane sir want to say some question.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah.
So he is waiting. Next one, Mr. Milil Mane will ask you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is my privilege. I've learned many things from Milind Mane sir, I would say, and it's a blessing for me to have him.
Yeah, sir. Milind Mane sir, you can ask. Ask a question.
Sarvara, thank you very much. It was Nikhil, it was an excellent presentation, and I have a simple question that I have seen your dad, and then thereafter I got introduced to you. So I just want to know what was that spark, or what was that turning point wherein you got into this profession and you have reached to the, you said reaching to the top. So what was that incidence which made you so successful, so that people like me, I mean, there are many SBS Deloners or even CLIA members are there. So in fact, that should help to, mold or guide our agents so that, we can come up with some better agents like you.
Correct. Yeah. Thanks for the question, Milind. See, I would say when I was in college, I used to visit my dad's office, So when I used to go to his office at the time, it was at Bombay Central. You must have been to the office. Even Arvind Bhai has been to that Bombay Central office.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So it was a small office. And while coming in the first year of commerce, I used to go to the office, play games. So he used to allow me to come office and play games, So at that time, playing games on the computer was something like a very good and fun thing, So I learned the Datacom. At that time, Datacom software used to come in the DOS version. The magic version, the DOS version. So I was helping my dad to remove the comprehensive chart, the planning, because everything was operated from the keyboard only. There was no mouse also. So everything, the whole software was being operated from the keyboard. So during those times, I used to come, I used to learn a little bit. So my dad used to tell me, he used to never force me. And actually, I've done my software programming. I'd also got an appointment letter of Silicon Valley, of Infosys. So my dad told me, I'm not forcing you. If you want to come in this field, you come. Otherwise, you are good to do anything you want. I will not force you to come. So during those days also, dad used to qualify for MDRT, COTs, and his biggest sale, which he had done in 97. So I used to watch him, and I loved my financial field. So what I used to do, like my dad gave me one hint. Why don't you try selling insurance to your friends? So I was like little scared of selling insurance to my friends. Ki kya bolenge karke, So I tried with my friend, who used to come with me in my train. So I used to take the printouts. At that time, there was no laptop as such. So I used to take printouts. So that my friend gave that printout to his dad, saying that this is what the planning is given by one of my agent friend, So his dad called me up at his residence. At that time, Jeevan Shree was very famous. It was a hot favorite 112 plan. So I gave him that plan, and his father took, and I got around, let's say, around 60,000 premium. During those days, 60,000 premium was a very good premium. Apna pocket money bhi utna nahi hota tha. I mean, my pocket money was also not.
True.
So 60,000, when I saw the check, I was like, am I holding the check of 60,000 premium, that too of Jeevan Shree 112 plan? So I gave it to my dad. I told him that I really felt so proud, as if I had done something 60 crore sell, during those time. So and my dad was very happy. So I got confidence with that one sale. After that, I didn't stop. I did selling, and after college, I thought this is one of the best field to make money. And when the commission came, Dad showed me the voucher. Let's see how much you earned. So I told him, Dad, that's a fantastic thing I've ever done in my life. So after that, I've never leaved anyone. You know, when I got engaged, also, Milind, let me tell you, all my wife's friends have taken insurance through me. You know, so my wife always used to tell me that what kind of person you are. Wherever I take you, like if I give you one small example of my courtship period, my wife had got his friend like who was like stitching the suit and everything for the marriage. You know, so I went with him. I spoke to him about his child education and everything. You know, I recovered my suit cost over there only within few minutes. Yeah. So this is what inspired me, you know, like during my childhood days, and it's a very beautiful thing. You know, I really enjoy. And thanks for reminding me for my earlier days. You know.
So in fact, Nikhil, my intention was that whatever I have studied in the past and today with the situation of the insurance industry, I think somehow we are not getting the second generation into this profession. And I think you or maybe Ratnadeep or many other idols that because this is something for all the agents who are successful today. I think we need to get the second generation into this profession. That's the reason why I asked you this question. That was a simple, my idea behind asking this question. So that's it. Thank you very much, Nikhil.
Thank you. And see,
thank you so much, Milind sir.
Thank you. Milind bhai, I feel so in conclusion, I'll just take one more minute for your question. I feel second generation doesn't know the potential of this field. So they should be made aware for the potential of this field. If they know the potential, I'm telling you, the money which we insurance professionals are making. Tell me one thing. I've got my HNI client. In this pandemic situation, everybody is talking to their clients. Am I right? Everybody, people will say, whether it may be HNI client or a middle class or a lower class, doesn't matter. People who are doing job have lost their salaries. Many people have got unemployed. Second thing, many HNI clients, they are worried what will happen. You know, I've got my middle clients, they don't know that when will their site get operated. We are the only ones who are giving money. And we are the only ones who are receiving commission in this pandemic situation. People are taking loan to pay their premiums. They are running behind to pay their premiums, you know. So this is a power of our profession.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Nikhil. Thank you, Ravi. Thank you, Saravana.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Milind sir. Thank you so much. Okay, Saravana, please move on to the next question, please.
Sir, Tirumala Chakra.
Madam, who is that?
Tirumala, sir.
Mr. Tirumala, are you there, sir?
Vaidhi, தலைவர் வந்திருக்கிறார் அவர் பேசணும் சார். மிஸ்டர் நிக்கில், our தலைவர் Mr. Srinivasan was entered, sir. He want to ask some questions. Sir, over to our தலைவர், sir. Sir, you can.
Great.
Sir, you can unmute.
தலைவர் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம் தலைவர்.
வணக்கம். நான் கேள்வி கேட்கறதா சொல்லலப்பா, சரவணன் பேசணும் தான் சொன்னாரு.
சரிங்க தலைவர், பேசுங்க தலைவரே.
Saravanan asked me, you speak. He never told me to ask questions.
Yes, Talevare.
There are so many learned people who have already raised enormous questions.
Yes, sir.
But anyhow, I'll say a few words.
Yes.
It should be of interesting to everybody. முதல்ல தமிழ்ல சொல்றேன்.
Yes.
First I will tell in Tamil, then I will tell in English.
Yes, sir, please.
After attending $1 Million Roundtable Convention somewhere in 1987 or 88, I returned. I just thought I should do something to the industry. So I started in a simple way, Coimbatore Divisional Council of Agents. We used to conduct small seminars. One day, an agent from Chennai asked me, Srinivasan, you are conducting in Coimbatore. Hardly about 100 people, 110 people are coming. But our industry has got lakhs and lakhs of agents. How do you feel that this will contribute for the success of the industry? I told a nice story to them. Long back, somewhere in 91, 92, I will repeat that story. One day, in Chennai it has happened, suddenly the ocean has, due to some reason, gone back. Thousands of fishes have been thrown into the sand. One old man was picking up a few fishes and throwing into the sand, the sea. One young man came and asked him, what is the use of doing this work? Thousands and thousands of fishes are there in the shore, and you are just taking and throwing only 5 or 10. That old man told him, my dear friend, this is when I throw 5 fishes into the sea, I am giving life to 5 fishes. I can't give life to everything, but I'll have a sense of satisfying myself that I have thrown some fishes into the sea. Same way, when I started, I felt I never bothered about the numbers. I was bothered just I should do something to the industry. Even a few people are benefited, thank God. But today, the Lugi has grown such an extent. And chairman addressed in the Google meeting, 6,500 were there. When Vipin Anand addressed, it was 2,200. Luckily for Lugi, chairman came, 3 managing directors came, and 4th managing director is coming on next Thursday evening, Mr. Rajkumar. And this is the first occasion an organization, that too in a very difficult situation like Corona, managed to maintain the attitude, positive attitude of the agents. Their morale was kept up and we have succeeded. That's what I feel. I'll tell in few words in Tamil. பாசமிகு இனிய நண்பர்களே, நான் ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகளை ஆங்கிலத்தில் சொன்னேன். ஒருவேளை யாராவது ஆங்கிலம் தெரியாதவர்கள் இருந்தால் அவர்கள் தெரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக சொல்கிறேன். 1991-92 கோயம்புத்தூர் டிவிஷனல் கவுன்சில் என்று ஒரு சின்ன ஆர்கனைசேஷனை ஆரம்பிக்கும் பொழுது ஒரு சென்னையிலிருந்து வந்த ஒரு முகவர் நண்பர் என்ன கேட்டார், இதுல என்ன சார் லாபம்? 80 பேர் 90 பேர் வராங்க, லட்சக்கணக்கில் ஏஜென்ட் இருக்காங்க. நான் சொன்னேன் ஒரு கதை. சீஷோர்ல கடல் உள்வாங்கன்னா மீன் வருது, ஆயிரக்கணக்கில் இருக்கு. ஒரு பெரியவர் 5-10 எடுத்து போடுறார். ஒரு இளைஞர் கேட்கிறார் யாருக்கு லாபம்ட்டு. அந்த பெரியவர் சொல்றார், இந்த 5 ஃபிஷ் மீனுக்கு அது உயிர் கொடுத்தேன். அந்த மாதிரி அன்னைக்கு ஒரு 10 பேருக்கு 20 பேருக்கு வாழ்க்கையில மாற்றத்தை கொண்டு தள்ளு இந்த ஆர்கனைசேஷன் லுகி என்ற பெயர்ல இன்னைக்கு ஒரு பிரம்மாண்டமான மாற்றம். சேர்மன் 3 மேனேஜிங் டைரக்டர் வந்து அட்ரஸ் பண்ணாங்க. அது மட்டுமல்ல, பல மாற்றங்கள் ஜூம் மீட்டிங் வந்த பிறகுதான் நடந்து கொண்டு இருக்கிறது, நடக்க போகிறது. விபின் ஆனந்த் சொன்னார், விபின் ஆனந்த் told, before 1st of September of current year, Srinivasan, you will see tremendous changes. Both myself and chairman are very anxious. எங்க 2 பேருடைய ஆசை என்னன்னா, before we exit, we will see that the entire work of an agent should be done at his home or office, not at the LIC branch office. And that's where we are going towards. நம்ம போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். சிறப்பான எதிர்காலம் இருக்கிறது. உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது வாழ்த்துக்கள். Thanks to Akhil and also thanks to Nikhil and also quite a number of my friends from Mumbai. I am really grateful for one and all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You have always been an inspiration to us, and my father always speaks very high about you, and he has given his regards to you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
தேங்க்யூ தலைவரே, தேங்க்யூ சோ மச். அதாவது குரு பிளெஸிங் சொல்லக்கூடிய விஷயம் தலைவரே. அதாவது அது வந்து கொடுத்ததுக்கு உங்களுக்கு மானசீகமான உண்மையிலே எங்கள் லூகி சென்னை சாப்டரின் சார்பாக பிரணாமத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம். தேங்க்யூ சோ மச். ஓவர் டு யூ சரவணா ஃபார் தி நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन. பிஃபோர் மூவிங் ஆன், நிக்கில், can we take another 15 minutes time because another 6 to 7 questions are there? Is it okay for you?
Yeah, fine.
Over to you, Sarvana and Vijay madam, please. Sarvana, unmute பண்ணிக்கோ.
Mr. Tirumala Chakravarti. Mr. Tirumala Chakravarti, you can ask, sir. Mr. Tirumala Chakravarti, are you there?
Sir, next Dr.
Please.
Alagappan, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Alagappan.
மிஸ்டர் அழகப்பன் நீங்க ஓபன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். மிஸ்டர் அழகப்பன் உங்களுக்கு அன்மியூட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க கோ-ஹோஸ்ட் உங்களை. Mr. Alagappan is there. Okay. Moving on, Madam, Sir Sarunan, can please move on to the next participant, please.
Next.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Alagappan பேசுறார் sir. Sir, நீங்க கேளுங்க sir. Question கேளுங்க sir.
Sir, how to program pass one day or routine work style?
Can you come back again, please?
Hello.
திரும்ப கேளுங்க சார், திரும்ப கேளுங்க ப்ளீஸ்.
Sir, how to prepare for per day work style?
Work schedule.
And Nikhil, he is asking. He is asking about the regular activities which may be carried out by the people for our insurance professionals. So he is asking about the day, how the day have to be planned and prepare things. That's what he is asking at, please.
Yes.
See, actually, I prepare myself at least 1 to 2 weeks in advance, you know, so I know what I have to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm majority on the appointments. As I said that I hardly go to my office, and on Saturdays, literally, we have got very heavy rush in the office because all the doctors, the hoteliers of the areas, they come to office on Saturdays. So work schedule should be in such a way that what we do is like, earlier I used to do a mistake which I would like to share with this group, that I used to do 70 to 80 personal non-revenue generating thing, means the operational work. So I turned that around. That's how I was successful. You know, from one MDRT, I was not jumping to 2 or 3 or not thinking about TOT as well. So when I reversed it, that 90% time should be spent on prospecting and only 10% should be on the servicing, because I have a very good team in my office. We have a staff of around 22 people who are looking after the operations part. So I will never get call for any collection of checks or something. It always goes to my team members. So they should be planned in such a way that in the maximum appointment should be done in a day. Our job is to see people, you know, and a very beautiful phrase was written at MDRT. The secret of success. Secret of success, it was written only in 2 words. See the people. That's it. So our job is to see the people. So design your day in such a way that maximum people we can see.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Vaidi?
Yeah.
Only
Nikhil, no problem. And anyway, Saruna, அவங்க Galaxy இருக்காரு, அவர் தானே சொல்றீங்க?
ஆமா அவர் மட்டும் தான் இருக்காரு.
அவர் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க, அதுக்கு அப்புறம் நான் ஒரு क्वेश्चन ஃபைனலா அவர் கேக்குறேன். நீங்க அவர் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. Okay. I think 3 participants have raised hand, Saruna.
No. Dava Madan மட்டும் next one.
Who is the next one?
Dava Madan.
Mr. Madan Kumar, you can I think அவர் அன்மியூட் பண்ணிடுங்க நீங்க அவரை. Mr. Madan?
Good evening, Vedi Madan.
Good evening, Madan.
Nikhil sir, just I thank only. I want to thank you. Very wonderful session, nice session, and everyone is enjoyed. I think everyone is enjoyed. Your every examples and every sales tools and everything is fine. Thank you, Lugi. Thank you, Lugi Chennai team. Thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you, Madan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
much. Madan, இது சரவணா, நீங்க ஒரு Galaxy J7 Max சார், நீங்க பேசலாம் சார்.
You can ask Galaxy J7. You can ask, sir.
Okay. I think no problem. Anyway, Nikhil, let me complete the session with my last question. I think one point is, I think ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் Nikhil. I think somebody have raised the hand. Saravanan, Mr. Saravanan.
Somesh, TOT.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Somesh.
Somanathan.
Hello, sir. Very good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Nikhil ji, so thankful to you. I'm very happy with your session. Thanks to Logi also. Because of you, could happen like this session today. Excellent. Nikhil ji, I have a small question. Whenever we meet HNI clients, before going to face them, we need to face the chartered accounts, CA.
Okay.
Correct.
Go ahead, sir. Please go ahead.
How could we face them? Basically, they are knowingly, unknowingly, they will try to avoid us. but how could we face them? Is there any? Please.
See, always instead, now I've started doing one thing that instead of facing the chartered accountants, I always say, sir, I want you to be in the meeting. The decision maker is you. Let us meet together, So I always avoid the chartered accountant meeting, because I meet the chartered accountant for the mistake, for the, I would say, for the respect of the directors. So I meet them in the first meeting. But in the first meeting, you should come to know whether he will allow you to go further or not. Otherwise, that meeting is of no use. So the one thing we have to do is we have to always insist on meeting the bosses directly. Always try to get the appointment with the bosses, because chartered accountant will never always allow you to go further. But for the respect, if you have to meet in the first meeting, you should be able to judge whether he will allow you to go further or not. That's the biggest thing. Otherwise, you will not be allowed to go further levels, I feel.
Yes. Next one.
So insist on the meeting with the directors itself, write them a beautiful letter. Sir, this decision is to be taken by you. It is not because of chartered accountant your company survives. It is because of you which the company survives, So meeting is very important. If you are not able to meet, then chartered accountant is not a right person because he's not going to run your company. And I always tell the bosses, one thing which I would like to share with you, a very powerful thing which I'm still using it. I always say, sir, what is chartered accountant? Can you tell me? I have very high respect for the chartered accountants because I've got maximum clients who are chartered accountants. Let me tell you, and they have taken a traditional policies through us. They are my very big partners of companies like KPMG and Deloitte. I always tell to the bosses that, sir, what is chartered accountant's job? He will file returns for the past, right? He will file return for the past. What I'm doing is I'm working for your future, not for the past.
Super.
Madam, Vijayalakshmi madam, Mr. Next is, thank you, Mr. Somesh. Thank you so much. We are unmuting you. Thank you so much. Next, we are moving on to the next participant.
Thank you so much, Nikhil ji. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Mr. Somanathan, please, sir. You can unmute, sir. Mr. Somanathan.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm Somanathan from Bangalore, sir.
Please,
good evening.
Hello. Sir, Nikhil, sir, you are really. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Please go ahead.
Sir, your message was very informative, sir. It is really good. I want to thank you first of all, and I want to know. I had big companies, HNIs, I can meet. That will be a chartered accountant. How can I convince that boss to get the business? That will be difficult for me, sir. Can you tell some things for
Sorry, Somanathan sir, I think this was the previous question being asked by the Mr. Somesh actually. So what I would like to request, because of the time constraint, now in the video on the we will upload this recording in the YouTube shortly within a day or two, so that we can get an answer, sir. Since we are running short of time, please excuse me, sir. Please, if you don't mind. Thanks for a right understanding, sir. Actually, please. Okay, sir. And madam, we move on to the next participant, madam. I think one more participant is there. Please. Mr. Radha Krishna, Gopala Krishna, is something like that. I've seen.
Gopal Radha Krishnani.
Yeah, please. Mr. Gopal Radha Krishna, you have been unmuted by the people. You can talk, sir. Mr. Gopal Radha Krishnan, are you there?
How he approaches the how he approaches the unknown people.
Okay.
In my earlier days, in this pandemic situation also, I've come to my new place. So what I do is always I catch my neighbors first, So as I told you, I always do a concept selling. I always go on a walk with my friends and everything. So wherever I see new people, I always introduce myself, and what we are doing for our clients, I take them to my offices. So there are many ways to approach unknown people, like seminar selling, as I told in the first part of the session as well. So doing seminar selling and keeping stalls, or as Gopinath ji said, you can do nomination meetings in the societies. So there are many such good ways where you can have the collection of good database and you can work on it, and still I'm working on it. As I said that I really love to work with the new clients so that your client base will increase. So you can participate into seminars of doctors. They already have 1 or 2 sessions in a year. You can participate into lawyers meeting, some hoteliers meeting. So it's a beautiful way.
Yeah, sometimes what happens that unknown people, they how much time it takes to conversion, because what happens, they are not even if you speak to them, you give them all details, but still they are not able to they say that no, I am not interested, like that way many times.
Sir, have you heard a story of a bamboo tree? How does it grow? You must be having some idea. Bamboo trees, you know, how does it grow? Bamboo tree, in the first 2.5, 3 years, only half an inch comes out from the ground. Only half an inch. On the 6th or 7th year, you will see 40 feet.
Okay.
So you have to bow a seed when you work with the unknown people. You will never ever get an instant gratification. Let me tell you. You know, I have my doctor's client in my area in a vicinity of 3 kilometers. The best doctors are my client. But if you look into it, it took me 7 to 8 years to convert them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you will feel that all the doctors are my clients. But if you, as I told you, look at the struggling story. Don't look at the glossy things in life, you know. That I have got around 15 doctors in my area who are my clients, but it took me 7 years to convert them. So it's like a bamboo tree. Never expect instant gratification, you know.
Yeah.
You are bowing a seed, but I am telling you, keep on doing the efforts, and efforts never ever go waste.
How much is the
Keep on doing
success ratio is how much with the unknown people?
Success ratio with the unknown people is hardly 5 to 8% if you do it in a proper way.
So a lot of efforts has to be. Lot of efforts has
to be put in. Yeah. Otherwise, the whole world would have become TOT, you know.
Thank you, Gopal sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Don't think I'm discouraging you. It's an encouragement, but be prepared with your mind that it takes time to connect.
Correct.
Lovely. Thank you, Gopal ji. Thank you so much. I think, friends, almost we have come to the end of the session. Nikhil ji, for a kind information, I am pouring with a lot of mail requests. Almost, I think myself and my team have got a lot of work tomorrow. Almost 136 mails have come. Apart from that, now it is pouring into my mailbox now. I don't know what we are going to do tomorrow. My humble request, once you are free, please kindly send me the PPT so that I think most of the people will get benefited. Please, actually. Very good, friends. Anyway, special thanks to one and all. I mean, especially before moving on to the official vote of thanks, let me request one thing. Whoever wants to have the PPT of Mr. Nikhil ji, kindly mail it to lugicchennai@gmail.com. Our mail ID is lugicchennai@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel is Lugi Chennai. So within a day or two, this video will get uploaded into the YouTube channel. So you can also view into that. And apart from that, we request, please do not send any request in WhatsApp. Please do not send any request. We will not be able to send the PPT in WhatsApp. So whatever it is, so you can just mail it to us. I think almost we have come to the end of the session. To give a vote of thanks officially, I would like to invite our joint treasurer, Mr. Lyan Tyagarajan, to give a vote of thanks. Over to you, Tyagarajan, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Vaidi. Good evening, friends, and good evening, Mr. Nikhil Anand Para. Thank you for the wonderful speech given you today. We enjoyed your speech in Thailand also, and today also we enjoyed in the same spirit. And I wish to thank our Lugi Chennai chapter for giving me this wonderful opportunity today. I like to thank our Talevar Lugi founder, Sri P. Srinivasan sir, who come here for the meeting and given a wonderful speech, and Mr. Venkata Subramaniam Malai Sinu, our All India's President and Secretary, Mr. K. Ravi, and their entire team. I also like to thank our Chennai chapter past president and their team. I also want to thank for all the SBA, LIC, and all chapter officials, CLEAS, and the agent friends from across the country. I especially want to thank Mr. Milan Mane and Mr. Arvind Hirlekar to come and grace this occasion. I like to thank our EC members by this time to take a wonderful efforts by spreading the message for this wonderful meeting today and make the meeting a great success. I also want to thank our President, Mr. Saravanan, Mr. Vaidyanathan, Secretary, Joint Secretary, Mr. P. Vijayalakshmi Madam, our Vice President, Mr. Tirumalai, and Treasurer, Mr. Vadivelu, for taking a wonderful efforts to bring this meeting a grand success. And last but not the least, I thank one and all for this great occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tyagarajan sir, for the lovely point. And especially, I would like to, any meeting will get succeeded only with the participants. Nikhilji, for a kind information, we have got around 470 participants, which is one of the great successes.
Yes, great.
You enlightened
And I would like to
almost.
thank you each and everyone personally, Mr. Vaidyanathanji, madam, to Mr. Srinivasan sir, and really great work done by you. Really fantastic, and really great to have great people like Arvindji and Milind Maneji, over here.
Great, sir.
So special thanks to one and all for all the participants who have came and participated in the session, apart from, including Tamil Nadu and apart from Tamil Nadu. So I think as committed from our end, we will upload this video very shortly in YouTube channel within a day or two. And as committed from our end, all the people whoever sent a mail request will be sent a PPT once we receive from Mr. Nikhilji. But we need some time. Let me repeat, we need minimum 2 or 3 days time to send all the PPT to all the participants. We will never ever miss anybody. I will give you that assurance from Rugi Chennai chapter. Thank you so much to one and all. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Sweet dreams. Good night to all. Thank you so much to all. Thank you, Nikhilji. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I'm ending the meeting, friends. Thank you so much.